What's up? Welcome back to another video. Today, coilover install on the Evo. I ended up going with Fortunato coilovers, so if you want to get a little bit closer. So looks super nice. I actually went with the Swift spring upgrade, so come with a nice I don't know what this is, like what, like a blue gray, I don't know what color, but it comes with this type of spring, so little extra but pretty cool. Comes with its own little sticker and certificate of assembly of who hand built this. This is the spring rates are 8K in the front and 8K in the rear. Little license plate frame. So yeah, so let's get to it. All right, for the wheels, it's 21 half-inch socket. So that's for the wheels. I'm starting in the rear. Pretty easy to actually take off for the rear struts. If you come over here, it's actually a 17, which is going to be this bolt right here. And you put a socket here and you hold it on the other side with the 17 wrench. Would be on this side too. But yeah, you need 17. This will be a 14 for the top. It's 2 bolts. I'm gonna show you right now. And you need maybe like a little pick and a little pry tool, little fork for the clips, and I'll show you right now. So you're probably gonna have to get closer. So these are the clips that you're gonna have here, one here, one here, one here. I have a strut brace for the rear, so I have to take this off, but you won't have this. But you could just push this down and you're gonna see it on this side. But a flashlight, so there's 2, sorry. That bolt, and then there's a bolt on the opposite side, so it's just 2. Take those off and then that takes out the strut. So pretty easy. So if you did want to just remove this whole thing, there is this thing that you gotta take off and another clip somewhere here, right here, but you gotta take off this piece too. But I'm fine with just bending this over and then just pulling it out from there. So I'll get back to you guys right now. Remove the 214s from the top. I got the bolt out right here. You do have to remove this arm too, or at least just for this bolt right here. As you can see, it's the same size, it's a 17. So that way you could just drop the arm down, so that way this can come down, because there's no way that you can maneuver it out. So once I get it out, I'll show you guys. Got it out. One quick thing is for this arm. This arm you are gonna have to do an alignment after, only because this is one of the arms where you adjust. I don't know if it's a toe or camber, so just keep that in mind. So once you're finished, you know, to check your alignment. Other than that, it's already out and time to install the new one. All right. So in that little plastic thing that the certificate came in, comes with this where you could scan it, and this is actually the instructions, which when you go on your phone, it'll actually tell you what you need. And then when you're gonna adjust the preload on it, which if you have this type of suspension, the McPherson, it's a 1/4 that you adjust, and then for the double wishbone, it's an 1/8, and then everything else it just tells you right here, self-explanatory, which is pretty cool. Which is I'm gonna do right now, and I'm gonna adjust the preload, which is on right here, which is an Allen. It's a, where's my Allen? This is a 5mm, So I'm adjusted right here, and tape measure. So from what I understand, so right now the length of this the spring, so I'm measuring from right here, spring to the top of it to the bottom, which is right here. It's 7 inches. So when I adjust it, I'm gonna compress the spring just like what it's saying, which is a quarter. So it should be at somewhere around here. So once I adjust it, I'll show you guys the numbers where it's supposed to be. For mine, it's the McPherson suspension, so which is a quarter. So I'll get back to you. All right, so I already adjusted the preload, so now it's in 6 3/4. Just like I was saying, just loosen the Allen, and then turn this, and then tighten it once you're done. I adjusted right here too for the settings. This is the 500 series. On the instructions it says it has a 24 adjustments. So I went all the way to the right to where it stops, and I left it at 12 clicks, which is right in the middle between, well, half of 24. So it's from hard to soft. So yeah, now I'm just gonna install it, and then adjust it from right here to for the height. All right, so I finished installing both sides. So torque specs, I looked online for the 2 bolts, or basically everything down here, which was the 2 that you removed, this one and this one. They're 265 foot-pounds, and for the top bolts, the nuts, I mean, those are 33 foot-pounds. 8 and 9, same thing on the Evo. So for adjusting for the the actual height of the car, it was a little confusing to me. So I just picked the number. So like, for example, I'm gonna be measuring from the top of this collar nut to the very edge on this one right here. So I started at, what was it? I started at 7 inches, and I just started from 7, and then I just started adjusting on my own, which I am at 6 1/4. So I just went from right there, put the wheels on, and then just lower the car, and then that's when you kind of like on your own preference whether you like that height or not. But you'll see when I finish it and I put everything, so you can see how much of a gap it is. But I'm not gonna go like where it's like too flush yet, because I want to get different wheels, bigger wheel setup. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now as far as adjusting the height. That's how I'm doing it. But normally you'll have this collar nut that you can loosen. Then you're gonna hold the spring in the actual body, and then you could twist it, and it'll actually turn. So when you turn counterclockwise, it'll actually extend it, so it'll drop this lower, so make the car taller. And then when you turn it clockwise, it'll make this higher and make it sit lower, if that makes any sense. And then to tighten this, I just used a rag and a flathead, and I kind of hammered it just very lightly, just to kind of make it snug. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's pretty much the rear. Now I'm beginning on the front. So for this, you're gonna remove these 2 nuts and take out the bolts. Sorry, that's my phone. And then there's a nut right behind here. It's gonna be kind of hard to let me see if this shows. Can you see it or not? That's where my finger is. Well, it's right here. It's holding this whole bracket that holds for the brake line. So you're gonna have to remove that, so that way you won't damage it. But keep in mind that when you remove these bolts, this is gonna slide forward. So make sure you're holding like the whole caliper and the rotor. But it's just those 2. And let me show you the top.
God damn.
That's the chat. And then just those 3 bolts, and that's it. And that'll just bring it down. That's both sides. And that's how you take out the front strut.
is how the car turned out after the Fortunato coilover install. So it sits a little lower. I like how it sits. I am gonna go with the more aggressive wheel setup. That's in the future. So that way, as you can see, like you can see how much the stock wheels, you know, they're farther in. But I'm gonna get one that's a little bit wider. But as you can see, like, I mean, I dropped a good amount of height, I guess. This is more comfortable for me because I can still go over bumps and stuff like that. It's not like completely slammed. But oh, this is the rear if you want. The rear's like that too.
Maybe like standing there so you see kind of the height, or no?
Like stand where, like right here?
Yeah, or do you have measure tape?
I don't have a measuring tape, no. I'll I mean, if anybody has a question, you know, I can answer and then, you know, do all that stuff. But yeah, no, it's cool. I'm sorry I didn't do this outside, like somewhere outside where I could do like a walk around kind of thing. Battery's dead again. And I don't want to spend like 200 something. So what else? That's it. I mean, if you guys liked the video, you know, put a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, then go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to tag along and follow with the builds. More content coming soon. So any questions, let me know. The ride quality, pretty good. I have it I think I have it like at neutral. It's like what the manual says on like what the recommendation is for it, like not to feel too what is it, too stiff, and it's not too soft either. So it's kind of like in between. But yeah.